Donna, how does adult daycare reduce the amount of stress in caregivers' lives?
I cannot even explain how relieved caregivers are when they can share the caring of their loved one with us, with adult daycare. People really struggle because when things are difficult at home, I think people go from I've got this, I can take care of this to um, I need to place my loved one. And nobody wants to do that, of course. And I'm not saying that placement in a residential facility isn't sometimes necessary. Sometimes it is. But there's a lot of steps that are in between. And adult daycare is one of those steps that could perhaps potentially avoid ever having to place somebody in a residential facility. We work with the caregiver. The caregiver is our partner. The way in which we work is we sit down with a caregiver, and I personally will say to somebody, tell me what the perfect scenario would look like. And let's see if we could get as close to that scenario as possible. And one thing that's really important for caregivers to know is that we will never turn anybody away due to a lack of ability to pay. There are funding programs, there are subsidy programs. We have a sliding scale fee. We will find a way. The biggest obstacle is figuring out what is needed. How could we really tailor this to meet the individual's needs? And let's make it happen.
Now, how does establishing a sense of community among caregivers help them better cope with their unique situations and kind of feel as if they're less alone?
When you're going through caring for somebody, you're immersed in it, and it's a very lonely time. You've heard the expression that people could be lonely in a crowd. Even in a family, the primary caregiver, nobody knows what that person is going through. When you're worried about somebody, you're spinning your wheels. Families that are in that sandwich generation that are caring, adult children who are perhaps caring for a parent or their parents and their children, and they try to explain to their friends, and their friends just don't get it because they're not going through it. Um, when somebody is involved in a community like an adult daycare center and they meet other caregivers or they meet us, our staff, who understand what they're going through. And when they tell us something and they say, this is crazy, and I say to them, or another caregiver says to them, it's not crazy. We understand. And suddenly it's like a ton of bricks are lifted off their shoulders because they feel, I hear this all the time, you get it. You really do know what I'm going through. And there's such a sense of relief to know that somebody understands that I'm not alone out there. We have caregivers who have become such a network for each other. They call each other, they're great friends. And now with the beauty of Zoom and Facebook and social media in general, it has brought families together even more so.
Now, Donna, how can caregivers reach you to learn more about what you offer?
One way that people often want to know about us before they even pick up the phone is to go to our website, which is www.theriverhouse.org. People can certainly check out our website. We're also on social media, Riverhouse Adult Day Center, or the old tried and true way of giving us a call, and our phone number, we're located in Greenwich, and our phone number is 203-622-0079. You can call us anytime and speak to myself or any of us here. We're always happy to talk with people.